And welcome. It's the TTPFL Tier 2 football. We are coming from the St. Anthony's ground where the Petit Valley de Martin United will use as their home ground. So let's look at just to take a look at the teams. Petit Valley de Martin United, Marlon Carrington in goal, Ricardo James, Akil Maturam, Eric Charles, Kyron Manswell, brings luck is number 10. Hopefully he would bring some luck to the PVDM team. Johnny McIntyre, Abion Phillip, Darrell Samuel, Brandon Joseph and Jelani Faray. And the Queen's Park, Justin Dos Santos in goal, Sean De Silva, former national player, Tyrell Ennis, Kale Lopez, Randy Antoine, Zachary Welsh, Jamil Lashley, Luke Darwent, Jaden McKee, Daniel Warner, and Winston Johnson. That's the lineup. So we see teams getting ready for their start. Now this is Queen's Park's first game. Match day 1 had some issues where several teams were not in action. And this is kick off. So Petit Valley United, they will be going from left to right on your screens. They had a 4-2 loss right here at home to UTT last week. They went down, they were trailing 2-0 inside the first 15 minutes or so. Then all the drama, all hell broke loose in the last 10 minutes of the game where they equalized. They've got 2 quick goals, and then UTT broke their hearts and scored 2 more for the 4-2 win. So let's hope that Petit Valley de Martin United, in their third outing, they can get a good result here against Queen's Park. This is a free kick that did not trouble goalkeeper Marlon Carrington in goal. As you can see, a lot of puddles on the pitch, a lot of rain. Just before kick-off, there were a lot of rain here across the country, and of course in Diego Martin not to be left out with all the rains. The goal kick. Settled in the middle of the park. Darwin couldn't get past the sea of Petit Valley players. Just a bit of scrambling as players looking to adjust with you can see the ball sticking in the puddle of water. The players would need to adjust. Lashley forcing to go back. The ball played into touch. So the sun might be out now, but that was a far cry of what would have been the condition just a half hour ago. It was really drenching rain throughout the day. The true Diego Martin in their own defensive half. Good work by McKee. Position off here. De Silva would want to take charge. A ball is coming across the face of the goal, but no problems there. So we talk about Sean De Silva, who would have played a couple games with the national team, with the Soca Warriors. He would have to step up and show his class and lead. He has to lead Queen's Park. Of course, he's the captain of this team. Queen's Park, more known for their cricket attributes. Runners-up in the 50-over tournament we had this year. They actually topped the league in the Premiership 2, in the Premiership 1, sorry. But of course, Power Gen went to court. So they're still waiting to see what would happen. So in the meantime, after 3 minutes, we're in the 4th minute of play. Queen's Park QPCC They're up against PVDM. Now the PVDM is Petit Valley de Martin United. It's ironic that the QPCC stands for Queen's Park Cricket Club. But they're playing football here at the St. Anthony's grounds. This is de Martin on the right side, in the defensive right side. Lopez just winning the ball. Has supporting Darwin. Darwin goes back to his defense. Ball sticking in the mud now, helping out Petit Valley de Martin at this stage, but loses out. And the referee sees something different at this stage. So Sean De Silva with the ball in hand, he will take care and spot the ball. And the free kick goes straight to the goalkeeper, through the wall, but no problems here for Carrington. He plays it across to James, Ricardo James. Not a particularly good ball, but he gets a second bite of the cherry. Living dangerously at the back, the ball finally played into touch. I think James will need to be careful, especially with the state of the pitch. Puddles all over the field. He would want to be careful in the back. You don't want that to cost him. He should be very careful to play. Sean De Silva looking to organize a corner. First corner for Queen's Park in the 6th minute of play. That's a particularly good one, but good defensive work, a good defensive header. Carrington gets to the ball. Petit Valley with attack on the right side. On the left side, I should say. Trying to do too much work there. Not having some support, surrounded by Queen's Park players. And Queen's Park would finally get away. Manswell. And Silva. Cheeky work there for Darwin. Darwin going through the left. Into touch. Did not get it to the overlapping Lopez. And see the puddles of water. Difficult for the players to negotiate. So what they will need to do is to get around the puddles. The team that can adjust faster to the state of the pitch will have an advantage. So far both teams struggling. They're sticking again. Let's see if we can play. Not too clever. Trying to weave his way. And some good defensive work support from, I'm not sure, but it looked like it could have been De Silva, who went further back and helped out the defense. Still a goalless game here. Point Petit Valley de Martin United and Queen's Park. Queen's Park, this is the first game for the season, having a bye last week. And of course last week Petit Valley lost to UTT. Trying to make amends here and pick up the first 3 points of the tournament. It's TTPFL, tongue twister, TTPFL, Tier 2. And of course, the Soca Warriors will be playing Guatemala later on this evening, 7 o'clock our time. Of course, the final warm-up game before the Gold Cup qualifiers. A lot of wing play wings as the ball wasn't able to get to McIntyre. A lot of the puddles will be more concentrated in the middle of the park. You see some of the fans coming in. Ball played out for a goal kick. Still a goalless game here. McIntyre. That's Carrington in goal for TT for the PVGM. Kicks the ball into touch for PVDM Peru. In their defensive third. The referee sees nothing wrong with that challenge, and rightly so. Shot coming in, but off the back of a Queen's Park player. Petit Valley. Good turn here from McIntyre. McIntyre just playing up here in the middle of the park, but the ball sticking in the puddle again, and a tussle here for Samuel. Samuel just losing out to the heart of the defense of the Queen's Park. Not out of danger yet. Ball played on the left side, but he couldn't control it as it goes into touch. Difficulty seeing that the camera has to be shooting into the sun, shooting from the eastern side of the pitch. As you can see, there is no stand available, no pavilion available on the western side. So we have to set up our cameras on the eastern side, and we're shooting into the sun because of course the sun setting in the west. Ball goes straight back to Carrington, seeing the ball going into the touch, so goes back to guard his goal area. After all, his Queen's Park. Ball will break for Petit Valley. First touch was a bit too strong, and he had to work hard, put himself under unnecessary pressure. And of course the Queen's Park defenders will take a second invitation as a break for Queen's Park on this side. Lashley. His first touch also evaded him, so it will be a goal kick for Petit Valley de Martin United. Still goal left after 13 minutes. We're into the 14th minute. You can hear discuss on the pitch and on the bench. Again, the mud and the water. coming like an extra defender. Ball played into touch. Will go for a goal kick for Petit Valley Diego Martin United. Just the one corner for Queen's Park. Will be taken by their number 5, Eric Charles. Nice promising position here, but a good skate tackle. Good work, and this is from Lopez, who's doing some good work on the left. By this time last week, Petit Valley would have already conceded one on some of the fans' umbrellas. And the ball just goes across here for a goal kick. It's a free kick they would take actually. As the referee saw an infringement committed. Looks like McCree. Not settled just yet, and the referee sees a free kick to Petit Valley. It's TTPFL action coming out from the St. Anthony's College grounds, which is being used as a home ground for Petit Valley Diego Martin United. They played last week home as well to UTT, and next week they are home again for their third home game on the trot. They will be hosting Guaya United as they make the trip from deep south. And of course, Queen's Park will also be visiting Harlem Strikers next Sunday. The PBDM game will be against Guaya. That game will be played on Saturday. And that's the goal from Sean De Silva. So Sean De Silva puts Queen's Park on top, showing his class with that goal. Petit Valley Diego Martin United trailing again, and by this time last week they were already 2 goals down. But as you know, they would have come back late in the game last week and equalized before UTT scored 2 late goals again. But let's see what will happen this week. They are already trailing in the 17th minute, a goal from Sean De Silva. Now they find themselves behind again, and a mistake. Again, the state of the pitch not helping. You can see some of the players, their footsteps when they are running. You see in the water. It's a waterlogged pitch. If you're looking to travel, if you're one of those players who like to travel and run with the ball and play short touches, might want to rethink your tactics in this waterlogged pitch, especially in the middle of the park. Getting some good, then the referee sees nothing wrong with that, and rightfully so. He was trying to do too much. Sean De Silva, the goal scorer. It is his goal that has Queen's Park on top.
Go to the ball. Hey, Dad, come on. Come if you want to push him back. Right, we do that. Come on, man. Come on, Eric.
And this is goal number 2, a mistake in the back. Again, not smart play with the state of the pitch. And this time, Winston Guerra Johnson gives Queen's Park the 2-0 lead. 2 minutes apart. A mistake at the back by the defense, playing a soft ball across the waterlogged pitch. Goalkeeper was slow to reacting.
That second goal was unnecessary. That's what I mistake there. I said, no proper striker going on.
Let's go again. Hey, forget the come on now. Look at his first pass again. Hey, go forward now. Don't forget now.
And here's a retaliation. This is an answer back, but not a very good answer back from Petit Valley de Martin United. First corner for Petit Valley, not a particularly good one. Easily dealt with by Queen's Park. Ball going into touch. Tussle for the ball, eventually won by De Silva. Hitting out Dial Samuel. Other games on today. Well, of course, yesterday we had Bethel United up against Mercura. Reunited. UTT up against Harlem Strikers. That was yesterday. Today, Police, they are playing Phoenix at the Barracks, and Guale United having a bye today, Defense Force and San Fernando Giants. By the time these fixtures were out, the venue was not confirmed at the time, so let's hope that the venue would have been confirmed for the match today between Defense Force and San Fernando Giants. Punching tackle there from Albion Phillip.
Watch it come on right and alone.
De Silva trying to hold on to it and ball inside, but well dealt with by the defense. Shot coming in, not a problem for Carrington. He would just escort it over the line. So a goal kick. Of course, we're seeing James look for a corner actually. a corner. So the second corner for Queen's Park.
Hey, people behind free still.
Good defensive header. Not out of it yet. Dar went in for the cross. Heads go up. And there's a third goal. Jaden McCree. Queen's Park 3-0 up. Don't know why the score graphic had PVDM 2-0 up all the time, but it's Queen's Park actually leading 3-0. A goal just scored by Jaden McCree after a small scramble in the box. In the 25th minute, McCree giving Queen's Park the 3-0 lead. A tall order because last week they were trailing, and this is PVDM I'm speaking about, they were trailing 2-0. A ball sticking in the water again. They were trailing 2-0 to UTT after 15 minutes in the first half. And then after they settled it down, in the final 10 minutes, they were able to equalize before UTT scored 2 more. So let's see what will happen today. They are 3-0 down. A tall order. Not getting to do the necessary defending in the back in the third scramble. That scramble that allowed the third goal to score.
How when I call you, God man, how when I call you, tell you you're going to call the referee too,
Another goal kick here for PVDM, who are trailing 3-0. Not a particularly good goal kick. They have a whole mountain to climb at this stage. Of course, their coach, Ronald Daniel, will not be happy.
Mistake. Follow it, come on, right.
Queen's Park covering well. You can see that Queen's Park has settled quite nicely. They are adjusting to the state of the pitch. You can see the water. It's carnage. Queen's Park 3-0 to the good. Of course, we have some difficulty because the camera is shooting into the sun and not away from the sun. We are seeing Eric Charles and Ricardo James in the picture, but McIntyre was just getting some treatment. He seems to be okay. Some of the players, Manswell and Bringslock, just replenishing themselves with ever precious water. The referee will get ready to restart again with a jump ball, drop ball. incentive to escort the ball there is James, but he wins the goal kick. We're in the 29th minute of play. Queen's Park leading 3-0 with goals from Sean De Silva, Winston Guerra, and Jaden McCree. And again, Diego Martin find themselves behind, but instead of 2-0, it's 3-0. Carrington, you can see Carrington put him calling for it. Takes it to the not in a comfortable position, but effective. Ball looking to Petit Valley not getting their passes together. They're actually struggling to get an attack. Getting some feedback. Audio issues that we'll try to rectify as soon as possible. The 3-0 game here for Queen's Park. Petit Valley United, Petit Valley Diego Martin United looking to make something here, but well dealt with here by the defense of Queen's Park. Petit Valley Diego Martin United looking to make something here, but well dealt with here by the defense of Queen's Park. Another attack here for Queen's Park, but Carrington makes a mess out of this one, and some good defense, well, desperate defending, you would like to call that. And we're taking a quick look at the PVDM bench through. I'm not sure if that's a cross or a pass, but it goes over the goal line for a goal kick here that the Carrington would leave for Charles to take. Oh, what a big mistake, but he gets it what a teammate. Still not getting to play the particularly good passes on the waterlogged pitch, and this is what has been a problem for Petit Valley. Of course, that would have caused the second goal in the 19th minute. That would have caused the goal. A bad pass across the face of the goal, slowed down by the waterlogged pitch. And there is another free kick for Queen's Park, who are 3-0 leaders in this particular match. Their first game, they would love to get a win to start their TTPFL Tier 2 campaign. Shot just harmlessly going over the goal line for Queen's Park's third corner. A third corner for Queen's Park. Sean De Silva in the 17th minute, putting Queen's Park in the lead. They double their lead through Winston Guerra Johnson. The ball coming across, the header not a good, particularly good one, and Carrington, no problems for him here. Looked like the ball was going wide anyway, but this is Charles. Just bumped off the ball there by Darwin. This is Petit Valley. Charles. The ball goes into touch, intended for Samuel. He won the throw actually, and this time the referee's assistant flag is up. They have to take over the goal, the throw. They have to take over the throw. Turns, but the touch, the first touch, not particularly good. Darwin looking to get it out to Antoine, Randy Antoine, but it's a free kick for Petit Valley. Referee saw an infringement. Looking for the available player wide and left, but cut out. The referee doesn't like that challenge. So it's a free kick for Queen's Park. They are leading 3-0. We're in the 37th minute of the first half. Coming from the St. Anthony's College ground. That's the home ground for Petit Valley Diego Martin United throughout this campaign in the Trinidad and Tobago Football Premier League Tier 2. Can't understand how you could have a Premier League Tier 2 and a Tier 1. It's either you have a Premier League and a Championship Division, or a Division 1 or some other division, but you have two Premier Leagues, a Tier 1 and a Tier 2. I think they need to rebrand that, but that's above my pay grade, as we see Petit Valley looking for another attack. But they need to find a way, they need to adjust playing on this waterlogged pitch. Very difficult here to play. A very difficult pitch to play on, but of course it's the rainy season. We're in the month of June. And look, another mistake, but let's see what could happen. But desperate defending. He was eager and desperate to make amends for that mistake he made in the back, looking to play the ball to the goalkeeper, sticking in the water, and surely Queen's Park should have made them pay again. But the players are not doing a good job in adjusting to the waterlogged pitch. We are in the rainy season. We are in the month of June. So more than likely a lot of the games may be playing in conditions like these. So they need to adjust quickly. And this particular ground is not like it's at one of the stadia where you will have good drainage. It's not a place like the Hasty Crawford Stadium where you will have pipes underneath the field and things like that to drain the water out. So they need to adjust, because I'm sure this is not the last pitch, the last field they would find like this. We still have 6 months to go. Well, 5.5 months to go in the rainy season. So they have to adjust their play on pitches like these. This is a badly taken kick, goes into touch for Queen's Park throw, will be taken by Lopez. Just under 6 minutes to go plus stoppage time in the first half. A half that saw 3 goals from Queen's Park. Just seeing some of the spectators behind the touchline for Petit Valley. They will be screaming instructions and advice to Carrington as a long throw comes in. Heads go up, but a good defensive header. The referee would have spotted an infringement. And it's Ricardo James with another, this time a free kick. Oh, he was bumped there and the referee would have seen that and would punish Antoine for that bump. Well taken on, good first touch. He's looking to get past his man, but good defensive work by the right back. And here comes Queen's Park looking to come away with it. Again, that waterlogged. Not making a good sight for the players, or for the spectators actually. Just getting the ball back into play, but the referee says no, you went over the line. With the aid of his assistant, it's Queen's Park leading 3-0. We're in the 41st minute, approaching the 42nd minute. Goals from Da Silva, Guerra Johnson and McCree, giving Queen's Park the 3-0 lead. And Petit Valley de Martin United not looking like they're getting anywhere close to scoring a goal. James. Because of the amount of cricket, a lot of cricket to be played, Queen's Park will not be using their Queen's Park Oval as a home ground because of course we have CPL coming up. West Indies will be hosting India. And of course the Queen's Park Oval slated to get a couple games, a couple matches in that series. So of course they have to keep the Queen's Park Oval ready for cricket, international and regional cricket. The CPL as I mentioned. And West Indies hosting of India. So it's another throw for Queen's Park. Another long throw into the box. Miss kick. Will be a goal kick, where I'm sure James will be taking. He taking the goal kick duties. Looks like Charles. Shade between James and Charles. Carrington not doing that. His job is to catch crosses, catch long balls and stop shots. And distribute the ball from the back like he has just done. Another mistake, but here comes, oh, he slips at a bad time. Sean De Silva was not able to make him pay. Lopez just losing out. Assisted there from Innes. Assisted there by Innes. He kicks the ball into touch. We are nearing the half time. Queen's Park leading 3-0 over Petit Valley de Martin United. Throw taken. Going to be taken, looks like Lopez, a strong long throw. Oh, Looking straight, straight through to Lopez. Not a wise decision. Some poor decision making from some of these players. Would have cost them dearly. Queen's Park just looking to get some touches on Lopez. And here comes Queen's Park, but good defensive work in the end, desperate defending. And Petit Valley struggling to get a ball out. But here go Samuel. Ball played ahead of Samuel. It looks like McIntyre. I'm not sure if it was a 17 or 11 on the back of his shirt. Petit Valley having to do a lot of defending as Queen's Park continues to pile under pressure. They are leading 3-0. The referee's assistant, the fourth official, shows 1 minute of stoppage time. Shot over the bar, but the goalkeeper was watching it. We are into stoppage time. And Queen's Park leading, in fact, they're leading 3-0. Goals from De Silva, Guerra Johnson and McCree. And that's it, that's the half time. It's half time here at the St. Anthony's ground. Queen's Park leading 3-0 with goals from Sean De Silva in the 17th minute. Then of course Guerra Johnson doubling the lead before Jaden McCree making it 3-0. So it's Queen's Park leading 3-0. It's half time here at the St. Anthony's College ground. It's a TTPFL Tier 2 football. It's Queen's Park 3, PVDM 0. Well, they are getting ready for the second half. We see the players coming back out. Second half between Queen's Park and Petit Valley Diego Martin United. Queen's Park going 3 goals to the good in the first half. Goal from Sean De Silva, Winston Guerra Johnson and Jalen McKee. Diego Martin United last week lost 4-2 to UTT. The difference is that by this time last week they were trailing 2-0. Seeing the Queen's Park players in the little huddle before the start of the second half. Remember, this game was played earlier today. 4 o'clock kickoff. Just 4 hours delayed. Just getting ready to start the second half between Petit Valley Diego Martin United. They are trailing 3-0 to Queen's Park. Queen's Park, the first game, got a bye last week. See, now we are shooting into the sun. You see some of the players of the That's the kickoff for the second half. Just the clock not starting on time. But the second half action, Queen's Park looking to add some more. But this time they're kicking from left to right, and Petit Valley, let's see if they would have a better time with scoring the goal on the left side of the field, because in the first half they were thwarted by the water that served as an extra defender for Queen's Park. But this time they will be defending that waterlogged area. They will just need to avoid more mistakes at the back. They are prone to mistakes. They haven't adjusted playing on this pitch yet. Queen's Park have been coping better. They're playing on this waterlogged pitch. Some mistakes at the back and some poor decision making have cost Petit Valley Diego Martin United, cost them dearly. Referee just making sure one of the players being taken care of from the far side. Not sure who it is. As a physio for Queen's Park makes his way off the pitch, as Queen's Park have this free kick on the left hand side. The ball just Not sure if it was an effort on goal or just a long ball that went too long. Not sure if it was an effort on goal or just a long ball that went too long. Long ball played. Now Queen's Park, they have some defending to do this second half. I reckon that Petit Valley would make a valiant second half effort. They have 3 goals in deficit, unlike last week when it was just 2. Shooting into the sun can really show up your lens. Petit Valley United looking to make some ways with Maturam on the left, but thwarted by the Queen's Park defense. You can see the Queen's Park coach Shepherd not happy with goings on the pitch. The goal kick, not a bad goal kick, but still a lot of water in the middle of the park. Really difficult for the players and for the fans. Queen's Park looking to surge forward, but Darwent was brought to ground. Lashley would take this free kick on the right side for Queen's Park, who are leading 3-0. Ball flew into the box, a header, but no problems for Carrington in the goal for Diego Martin, Petit Valley Diego Martin. Not badly controlled, but just giving it away to Queen's Park. Not sure if he controlled it or the water. Manswell looking to go through too much. Oh, slipping at a bad time was McIntyre, but he wins it. No, that's number 10, Bringslock. Ball pumped down into the Diego Martin half of the field, but cleared away in the end. A spectator not even thinking about retrieving the ball for the players, just standing there looking at the game. Long through, but good defensive header. 53rd minute, Queen's Park still leading. The ball getting free here. Let's see what he can do about the water. The good glass gap defending. And Queen's Park not getting to other fourth. And here comes the ball breaking for Petit Valley, but good defensive work here. Darwin turning inside his man, going back to the support he has in Antoine. Antoine looking to pump it down forward, thinking how different this game would have been had the surface been better. Really taken away from the quality. This is Dos Santos. We haven't heard his name called at all in this game, not much at all. Dos Santos, the goalkeeper for Queen's Park. Not sure if you would want to be playing with the ball at your feet on a pitch like this. But they would target different areas in the pitch. Not the entire pitch is waterlogged, a great majority, but there are some parts of the pitch that are relatively dry enough for players to play the ball with their feet. It's another corner. I reckon this is the fourth corner for Queen's Park to be taken by Sean De Silva. Straight to the goalkeeper, he fumbles, but he would get a second hold. So Carrington dropping the ball, trying to make things harder for himself, but in the end he would get away. Brandon Joseph standing right next to him, looking to shield the ball away, but the referee sees an infringement and the whistle will go in the way for Petit Valley Digger Martin United. Seeing some of the spectators on the far side of the pitch. 54 minutes gone, it's still Queen's Park leading 3 goals to 0. Oh, trying to be cheeky there was Manswell. Ball played into touch. It will be a throw for Queen's Park. To be taken by Lashley. Now looking for McCree inside, but wasn't able. This is McCree looking to break, but straight to the goalkeeper who handles it well. And looking to start an attack here, but straight. Petit Valley looking to get rid of it this time. Looking to start something, but Dos Santos, no problem here for Justin Dos Santos. Just playing with the ball just a bit here. Teasing the Digger Martin players. Oh, he just slipping before he could release the ball, but he finds a club mate. Defensive work here, good defensive work here from Joseph. Lashley with a throw. Another defensive header. So Joseph getting a bit busy in the second half. Lashley with another throw. Some danger, but the referee allows play. And just another touch there, but the referee allowing a lot of contact in this game. A lot of slipping, players slipping. Not a comfortable game in this waterlogged, drenched pitch. It's Carrington having to come out and just play the ball safely into touch. Remember, Queen's Park were trailing 2-0 as early as in the 15th minute last week against UTT, but in the 85th, by the 85th minute, between the 80th minute and the 85th minute, they scored twice before Queen's UTT scored 2 more. And very late in the game to break the Petit Valley Digger Martin United hearts. Still over half an hour to play in this game. It's Queen's Park leading 3-0. Goals from, if you have just joined us, goals from Sean De Silva, Winston Guerra Johnson and Jaden McCree gave them a 3-0 lead inside 25 minutes. Let's see what Petit Valley could start here on the left, on the right side. Nothing coming out of that except a call going their way, a throw, not a corner. I think they're trying to do too much with the ball at their feet. They need to knock around the ball a bit more. But in doing so, you have to adjust on how you're kicking. Maybe this game will call for more long balls, more aerial balls. But whatever they do, they need to adjust, because the pitch is not conducive to nice fluent football. So if you're looking to play that nice 1-2 fluent football, that mightn't be an option. Dos Santos with the goal kick, the free kick, the goalkeeper for Queen's Park has a very good free kick at this time. And another missed kick. So another throw for Queen's Park. Petit Valley Digger Martin United just doing everything to allow Queen's Park a 4th goal if they want it. Because if they want it, because a lot of mistakes by the Queen's Park, by the Petit Valley players. To start something with a long ball here, if he can latch on to it, Manswell, but dealt with superbly by the defense, not allowing Manswell to get in between them. It's a throw, a short throw, quickly taken. Good turn, good work from Manswell, looking to cut away from 2. The ball is still inside, but it will just go across the face of the goal and go over the touchline for a goal kick. Manswell is causing some problems, but just too much in front for Daryl Samuel, who does a sportsman-like thing to retrieve the ball for Queen's Park. To Queen's Park, just under a half hour to finish defend a 3-0 lead. More problems, but Queen's Park defenders dealing with it quite well, not allowing the front men, not allowing Ferre or Manswell or Samuel any freedom in front for Petit Valley Digger Martin United. Defense well organized at the back. Bringslow. Oh, run out of luck there, and here comes Queen's Park again, looking for that elusive 4th goal. This is something starting here, but good defensive work, falling right back, giving up forcing the attacker to make a mistake and gifting Petit Valley an easy goal kick. This is what some pressure can do, because if he was not there, he would have been able to go up to the goal. Just over 27 minutes again, and whatever stoppage time the referee would add. It's Queen's Park leading 3-0. They're looking like comfortable leaders, as Diego Martin not even looking like they are going to score anytime soon. Queen's Park, as I mentioned, they did not play last week. They were on a bye last week. Next week, I tell you, they play Harlem Strikers, away to Harlem Strikers. Then they host the TT Police at the CIC grounds, but that will be after the knockout round of 16. Round of 16, they would start on the weekend of the 24th. And then after that game against Police, they also host Matura United. Now they are using the CIC grounds as their home grounds, as I mentioned before, not using the Queen's Park Oval. A lot of international cricket still to be played. We are hosting India here in the West Indies, and of course we may get a couple games here. It's the all format series, and then there's a CPL to come, so they are not using the Queen's Park Oval as their home ground. Of course, they would have loved to play on that pitch, would have been easier. I'm sure it doesn't hold that kind of water we are seeing here with good drainage. PVDM in the meantime, as I mentioned, they will be hosting Guaya next week, and the week after that is the knockout round of 16. Then they host San Fernando Giants again. So they are playing all their games at home in the first part of the tournament, and then on the match day 6 they are on a bye, so they would want to get a win here. They have a lot of work to do that, because they just camera just going black for a minute there, and there's problems there for Santos, but he dealt with it well. Not sure what's happening here to just losing some of the feed here. Not sure what is the issue. Look like someone just accidentally touched the feed to black button. Carrington had to come out and play the ball into touch. 66 minutes gone. It's Queen's Park leading 3-0. PVDM under some pressure at this stage. They would love to get to some points today, salvage 3 goals, and they need to salvage that 1 point, get 3 goals, or even a win, a 4th goal. But to get even 1 looking like a problem. And of course, when this league completes, they will start the 2nd edition sometime in September. to Santos. Dos Santos haven't picked up the ball at the back of his net not once, because his defenders in front of him have been doing some good work, and of course that will also be attributed to lack of creativity from Petit Valley. A very tough call here. Petit Valley's defense seemed to be, not Petit Valley, but Queen's Park's defense seemed to be well organized, making it really tough for Petit Valley de Martin United. But they wouldn't count them out, because remember last week they were trailing 2-0. And 2 goals in quick succession saw them level. So Queen's Park should be wary of that and not to be too complacent. Lashley with the throw, given straight to Petit Valley. McIntyre doing some lot of work. Defense now looking to get it out of there. This is Maturam. Maturam looking for Manswell. Carrington. Ball long, searching for Manswell. Manswell looking to go around his man, but he didn't get through with that one. Right in front of the referee's assistant. Ball going into touch, so it will be a throw for Queen's Park. It's a very warm evening after the rain. Of course, rain falling for most part of the day and the sun coming out. We've lost the sun right now, just a brief cloud cover, but the rain would have raised the humidity, so it's a really uncomfortable time. The heat, the humidity, the sun back out, and the players really feeling sticky at the moment. So Lashley just shielding Manswell. Just about 20 minutes to go. It's Queen's Park leading 3-0 over PVDM, or Petit Valley de Martin United. Goals from Sean De Silva, which have seemed like a very long time ago, in the 17th minute. Winston Garrett Johnson put them 2-0 up, and it was 3-0 when Jaden McCree scored, all inside the first 25 minutes, and since then it's been even. Well, even when it comes to the score. Ball dropping. Yes, oh, this is another mistake, and a good goalkeeping from Marlon Carrington. He came out to snuff out that. If he didn't come out in time, if he wasn't cautious, could have been 4-0. So the referee just stopping the play a bit, just to make sure that he's okay. That's Kadima Wise, who just came on as a substitute, making sure his teammate is okay. Carrington wearing the number 24, the goalkeeper for PPDM. Just some some changes here. 11 and 22 coming on. That's for Queen's Park. Number 21, Adriel Kerr. It's replacing Daniel Warner. McIntyre on the far side, looking to create something. But Queen's Park, they just continue to get better of PPDM at the moment. Nice cheeky work. Something opening up here for good defending in the end. Last gap defending from Maturam. Ball played into touch. "73 minutes gone at Queen's Park, still leading 3-0. You can see the Marlin Swim Club in the background. The school buildings of St. Anthony's College. Queen's Park defending, doing a lot more defensive work in the second half. But Petit Valley United still not looking like a threat at the moment. Need missing that creative touch in the attacking third. Also that killer instinct. They're lacking quality, and this is a header. No problem there for Justin Dos Santos, who would just lie down on the ball. Queen's Park still looking for that fourth goal. Scored their 3 goals inside 25 minutes in the first half. Straight back to Dos Santos. Just playing a bit there with substitute Matthew Waldron. Cross coming in. Good defensive header. Not out of danger yet. Shot stopping in the mud. Let's see what can happen. And a shot. It's there. But the referee assistant has pulled it back. His flag was up. Again, that mud, that water stopping the ball, but the defense of Petit Valley was slow to react, and good thing the referee assistant would have spotted the offside. And in the meantime, it's another change. It's Winston Guerra Johnson, the goal scorer, who scored a second goal. He's making way for Jason Devonish. The number 10 is coming on for the first time. Devonish is replacing Garrett Johnson. Let's see what that will do. This is Manswell. Manswell looking to do a lot, not using his support that he would have had. Matura. Intertouch, so it's another throw. You're not getting to see the lines. The lines on the field, they are not pronounced as you would normally see in football. Just looking like just green you are seeing, hardly seeing the lines. You're seeing the half line, but I'm not seeing the penalty area, the lines that would mark the penalty area. Petit Valley desperate for 3 quick goals. They scored their goals in from the 80th minute, after the 80th minute last week, so they would fancy the chances, but it's 3 goals behind and not 2. Alright, a mistake on a shot, but just why they should have done better than that. Looked like Manswell should have done better than that. Maybe he tried to replicate the Silver's goal in the first half. Does win the corner though. Heads go up, just wide. "79 minutes gone." Petit Valley, at this stage last week, they were still 2-0, trailing 2-0, and they scored 2 quick goals to level the scores in the 85th minute before they went down again and ultimately lost 4 goals to 2. Soca Warriors, they play Guatemala later this evening. Their only warm-up match ahead of the Gold Cup. Some new faces in that lineup. One of them, Lee Him, a Canadian-born Trinidadian, plays his football in Switzerland. And of course, Che Benny getting his first call up, then recalls for Dwayne Muckett. Exciting players for AC Port of Spain. This is PVDM and QPCC at St. Anthony's. This is Demolish, showing some nifty work. Will he have a number 10 on his back? With the interception there because of the waterlog and the puddles in the park. Ball looking forward, and this is a shot, but no problem for Carrington, and a mistake at the back again, and one of the multitude of mistakes by PVDM. This is a Manswell. Maturan. Again, I don't understand why PVDM there playing that kind of the thing. Don't think this pitch is conducive for that because of the water, the puddles of water, different parts on the pitch. Well, I am seeing the line, but only just the lines that will mark the penalty area. for this side of the field. Furry with a free kick. Oh, he will not get the goals like that. That ball going into orbit. I'm not sure that Trinidad and Tobago has a space program, but that ball went far, way over the bar. To Dos Santos. Have a lot of, not a lot, but he has some things to do in this half. Still yet to pick the ball up from the back of his net though. Very important. The referee had to pull back with that infringement as Jamal Ashing went to ground. '84th minute of play, approaching the 85th. Queen's Park still leading 3-0. By now PVDM should have scored at least one if they wanted to get back into this game, but it's safe to say that Queen's Park are going for the 3 points. Carrington stylishly getting the ball here. He tried to start something on the right hand side, and maybe PVDM are coming back here. Manswell getting up immediately, not staying on the ground. Oh, you know what he tried to do there. Adriel Kerr on your screen, one of the substitutes. Well, the ball does find a colleague, but dealt with by the PVDM defense. Oh, this is not what I think. Queen's Park leading 3-0. We're in the 86th minute of play. Safe to say that they have the 3 points in the bag, and of course PVDM will want to go back to the drawing board. As I mentioned, next week they host Guaya United, and Guaya United, they have a bye this week. They have a bye today, and Queen's Park, they play away to Harlem Strikers. Harlem Strikers played UTT in match week 3. Already into match week 3. Next week, match week 4. Let's give you the rundowns of the matches. Bethel United play UTT at the Dwight York Stadium. PVDM, the host Guaya, right here at the St. Anthony's ground. The cross is coming in. This is straight to the defender. The bicycle straight to the defender, and here comes Queen's Park as they break. The ball stopping in that mud. Extra defender. Queen's Park still threatening. Maybe they can get a 4th goal, but PVDM would come away with it. Manswell looking to do a lot, doing too much actually. Just to give you the quick rundown, PVDM, they host Guaya right here. That's Saturday, those 2 matches on Saturday. Next Sunday, Harlem Strikers, as we mentioned, host QPCC. Defense Forces on a bye, so Sando Giants, they play FC Phoenix at the Manny Ramjan Stadium. And Mathura United and Police, they are due to play, but at the time of these fixtures, a venue was not confirmed at the time. So we're in the 8th minute. Queen's Park leading 3-0, comfortable at this stage, and wouldn't bet against them from not getting up the 3 points. They almost had the 3 points in the bag already. Just to hold out a minute, 2 minutes and some seconds in this game, in addition to whatever stoppage time the referee assistant would show, as we are seeing that Nikolai Holder is getting ready to come on as a late substitute for PVDM. Maybe he would want to inject at least one goal, maybe for something to show for 90 minutes of football, as Santos catches his ball. Santos would not be too keen on getting the ball out as quick as possible. They are leading 3-0, and that's a very good clearance. That's a very good goal kick. McIntyre is brought to ground. So the referee assistant is signaling 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes, as you can see on the screen there. The Queen's Park looking to pick up the 3 points. 3 goals, 1 goal per point. PVDM they have to go back to the drawing board. Conceded 4 goals last week and another 3 this week. 7 goals in 2 matches. Not a good reading. So of course, Ronald Daniel would have to do some work with these guys before next week when they host Guaya United. Sean De Silva looking to play it short, but it's another offside whistle. Coming across the face of the goal, but just missing, just going over his head. McIntyre looking to go through 2. Overly ambitious there. We're into stoppage time. Carrington. Ball played long. Carrington. Oh, Carrington, just another mistake. Not being made to pay at that instant. Not long again before the referee would blow the whistle to end this game and this misery for Petit Valley de Martin United against Queen's Park. The visiting Queen's Park, based in Tragarit Road, Port of Spain. The shot, not a particularly good one, just turning and shooting, maybe out of hope. Petit Valley United would want to have a lot of work to do before next week. This is Queen's Park, this is a turn, this is a shot. Carrington, another one of his many saves. He conceded 3 goals, but he would have done well because it could have easily been about 5 or 6. A free kick going the way for Petit Valley de Martin United. 2 minutes of the 4 minutes gone. McIntyre didn't do too well with the free kick. Queen's Park will settle for the 3-0 win. We're looking for a fourth. This is Devenish. Devenish in front of goal. He comes out, the goalkeeper. It's an open net. Devenish scores. It's 4-0. And right on the fourth goal, the referee will blow the final whistle. So it's a 4-0 win. Devenish completing the scoring. Queen's Park 4-0 winners over Petit Valley Diego Martin United in the first half. Goals from Sean De Silva, Winston Garrett Johnson, Jaden McCree, and in the second half, in the stoppage time, the substitute Jason Devenish, they complete the 4-0 win. A good win here for Queen's Park. The opener for the 2023 campaign.